Listen, low carb, high protein lasagna is underrated. I made this tonight for dinner and I got to tell you, it was so delicious. So what I did was I took some eggplant and I trimmed those up and I sliced them really thin. You can use a mandolin, but I always hurt myself on those things. So I try to slice it as thin as possible, and there I am trying to figure out the best way to do this. So I sliced up my eggplant nice and thin. And then I had a couple of zucchinis, and I did the same thing. I sliced them up nice and thin too. After all my zucchini and eggplant were sliced thin, I put them in a colander and I put some salt on them and I mix it all up and let them sit for about 30 minutes. And there I am trying to mix it. When I was done, you can see all the water come out, and then I just rinsed off the salt because I didn't want them too salty. I put them between paper towels and blotted all the excess water off of them. Just like that. Now this really was a process. I would not suggest doing this during a week if you work full time, but you know, it's Sunday. I had nothing else to do today except cook, clean, do laundry, grocery shopping, all those fun things, but I managed to get it done. So after I was done blotting the water off of my vegetables, I just brushed on some extra virgin olive oil to both sides of it. And then I put it on a cookie sheet and I baked this about 10 minutes, flip them over like halfway in between. The goal is to get as much moisture out as possible. In the meantime, because I want this high protein, I took some cottage cheese. I use Good Culture. That's just the brand that I like, but you can use what you want. And I added that to a mixing bowl. Now listen, if you don't want it chunky, by all means, knock your socks off, get an emulsion blender and mix it up to smooth it out. Then I added some Parmesan cheese. I added some pepper. And then I grated some mozzarella. Gotta grate your cheese because the packaged cheese is just not that good. I added an egg in, just like I make my regular ricotta mixture when I make a regular lasagna, okay? Nothing's changed here. And then I cut up some fresh parsley into there. And I gave it all a good mix and set that aside until I was ready to assemble my lasagna. Now, look at that. It looks so pretty. I'm talking about something. Okay, so then I get a baking pan. I put some sauce at the bottom of it, and then we just start layering. You put the vegetables at the bottom. There was no rhyme or reason to how I laid out my vegetables. I just, you know, whatever. It is what it is. There's nothing pretty today. And then I put the cottage cheese on top of it and kind of spread it out thin. And listen, you just repeat the process. I put more sauce on top, put a little mozzarella cheese on top of it, and then I did more vegetables and kept going until the last round. My pan was pretty much overflowing. Then I put some pecorino romano on top of this, okay? Topped it with some more fresh mozzarella, or not fresh, but more mozzarella. I did put this on a cookie sheet because I knew it was going to overflow because it was really jam-packed. And then I put it into the oven for about 30 minutes, and there you go. Low carb, high protein lasagna.